Yo boys, today I'll be making a block 6 type beat. So I'll be breaking down my Kratos beat, which I've put a cappella over, so you can see what we're making and shit. So yeah, enjoy.
I told bro just dip him Dunkin' Donuts. So don't get caught slipping, or your kids no fucking hold ups. I was in the up junction on the train, clocked him and I scored no MBA. And my white boy pushes their monkey asses, so no wonder they MVP. And I up come fat, he's a chunky target. You should see how we left this face, and we clocked man up in Blackheath Market. You should see how we left the pace. I just caught me a brand new one and secure, popped up from the dolly. Man on the floor, got a clean this shank, but first I'm a Russ. Fuck that, it's true.
Alright, first I like to start off with like a, not bassy, but just a bass, if you know what I mean, like foundation. So I made this. I would have the actual midis, but I forgot to save the FLP, so I've only got stems. So this is the main pad. For this, I'm pretty sure I just got a probably piano or something, and I used a kickstart on it, probably a half time, I'm assuming so. And I use this. You go into the filter presets. I think basic is a good one. Actually, wait, I think it's basic 2. Sounds weird because I'm layering them, but yeah, so I use that. Now coming over to, I think this is the simple part of the singing. Right, so this is just a contact bank. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Okay, so this is the bank I used. You can't, well, I can't play a good melody with it, like on my own at least, but so yeah, it's pretty much just you put random shit in and then you play it. But yeah, it just goes with the melody, so yeah, that's what I used. Here it's literally the same thing, I just filled in the bits. You see how here it has gaps here, I literally just made it so it didn't. I literally just put the same note every, I don't know. All I know is that I just put the same one throughout and it just sounded good, so I left it as that. Right, next I made the 808 pattern. I made it quite simple because it's a placement beat, so I just followed the root note pretty much. And for slides, you basically just want to keep them every 4 bars, just so it's easier. You can like add little things like this and shit, but you don't want to overcomplicate it. You don't want to overcomplicate it, otherwise it's just going to be a bit confusing to rap on. So yeah. With 808s, I like to keep them close together, if you know what I mean, unless it's the end one. Like as you can see here, it's quite, there's like a long distance between the first note and the bottom note, but I just like to keep it mainly all together except from the 8th bar, because then it's just, I don't know, it just helps transition. It sounds like it actually is like the end, like starting another one, if you know what I mean. And also, if you want to keep your 808s in key with the melody, I haven't done it here because I can do it fucking by ear, but let's say you had a D minor melody, you just do it like that, and then you can actually see like what's in key and what isn't. And to make it easier, if you want, like if you know the root note of the melody but you can't figure out the end slide, I normally just keep it the exact same, because it's sliding into the same thing, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot better, I think. But you don't need to do that, like you can use other notes, but this just sounds good in my opinion. So yeah, next I added in the snare, which is, it's the same pattern I'm pretty sure. I think I just changed the end bits to match the kicks, but it's basically just a basic pattern, but you just add little things like this just to like fill in the empty bits, and you can do like rolls and stuff. I might put them down sometimes. Yeah, this is what I did. Right, now I did the, I think it was the hi-hat, or counter snare, whatever you want to call it. Oh, by the way, feeds, that's not feed, but yeah, it is A for 808. Feeds A for 808 is what I use, and I use, I think it's Cobra Kit. It's very good for this type of beat and shit, for like dark beats. So yeah, what I did with the hi-hat, was I just made a basic pattern and just filled a lot of it in with low velocity notes, which literally just place one and just lower it. And then after I did that, I pressed Alt R, which randomized all of the velocities a bit to give it a bit more bounce. I don't think I banned anything. So yeah, and then I mixed them with delay. Where is it? 7. Let's put a bit of delay on there, so a bit, and EQ to get rid of the lows, just in case there was any. And then yeah, so that's what that sounds like. Right, now I had the kick, which I used to snap a kick. So I like the kick a lot, but the thing what makes it special is Arnie's mix preset that you can buy for like £1 off strix.uk/Arnie, I'm assuming. So yeah, I use his mix preset and just altered it a bit. So I just, well, he had it boosted in the mids, but I just took that down a bit because this kick's got a lot of high end in it, so I want to take some out. So wave shaper, just to, I'm assuming, give it more fucking, what's it called, oomph. You want oomph. And soft clipper always on master 2, please. Literally always. I don't know what these are, it's just for 808 and melody and shit, but yeah, always have a soft clipper. People say don't have it on both, I just like having it on both, I don't know why. So yep, I just did this pattern. It's pretty simple. what I normally do is I put one every 2 bars, and then in the middle is literally just filling in. But you don't really want to put anything until the 2nd bar, unless you're doing what I did here, which is with the 808, it kind of like stays, if you know what I mean. Let me try and show you. See how I went, like normally it would stop here, but I've made sure it carries on. So yeah, that's what I've done for the kick, and altogether it sounds like this. So yeah, that's the kick. Okay, so after I'd done all this, I didn't really add any perks because the melody, it already had like a lot in it, and like the only thing what was missing was the vocal for me. Like not everything needs perks in my opinion, because like I don't know, perks had to fill it up and this was already full, you know what I mean? So I left the perks and then I arranged it, which is pretty basic, and then I put a vocal on it to show you what potential it has, so I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is the main project. So all I've done is just add tags. Oh, add rises as well. That's the thing I've started doing, which adds to my beats a lot. Again, a Yumi's kit, I would definitely recommend that. And I've used a Dunkin' Donuts vocal mainly because I just like the song and it's their newest one. It's not a clean vocal, but it's good enough, so I just mix it in with the beat a bit to make it just sound more like it was actually made in this beat. And then yeah, so this is the beat. Emperor.
I told him just dip him, Dunkin' junction on the drink, looked him and I scored no I told him just dip him, Dunkin' Donuts. So don't get caught slipping, or your kids no fucking hold ups. I was in the up junction on the drink, looked him and I scored no MBA. And my white boy pushes their monkey asses, so no wonder they envy.